Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to yet another tutorial on my guitar channel. So if you are new to my channel, please head over to the link in the description below. That will take you to the previous lesson that I gave. So in this lesson I will be covering up some new things like a few practices of alternate picking and a new chord. So let's get started with it. The first exercise that we are doing is the alternate picking exercise. In the previous lesson, if you have seen in the description in my previous video, I played one string, I gave one stroke on each string, and it was like this: up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down. So now in this lesson, we will be doing two strokes on each string. So the first stroke will be a down stroke and the next stroke will be an up stroke, and it is like this. So the sixth string, the first stroke would be like this, down, the second would be up. In the next stroke, on the next string, I will again give first as a down stroke and then an up stroke, down, up. Then on the next string, again we'll give one down and then one up, down, up. Then on the next string, that is string number 3, we will again give down and up. So down, up. On second string we will again give a down and then an up, down, up. And on first string the same thing, down, up. Right? So we have to go from sixth string to first string like this: up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now from let's start from the bottommost string to string number 6, that is from 1st to 6th. So the first stroke would be down and then up again, and it will go in the same way that we did from top to bottom. So the first string, it will be down, up, then again on second, down, up, then on third again down, up, then on fourth, down, up, then on fifth, down, up, and then on sixth, down, up. Right? So let me zoom it further so that you can see exactly what all strings and what all strokings I am doing on them. So now I have zoomed on to my right hand to show you exactly what we are doing in this alternate picking practice. So we are doing two strokes on each string, and it is going like this. Right? So this is the first exercise for today, in which I have taught you how to do alternate picking. So I hope you will be able to practice it and get a good flow of picking with your right hand. Alright everybody, so we are through with the first exercise of this lesson now, and now we will be proceeding on to the new chord of this lesson. So the name of this new chord is A major chord, and we hold the A major chord like this. So can you see it? I don't think it is much clear, so let me zoom into it once more. So here's the zoomed version of A major chord now. So in this chord, if you can see, the way I'm holding is I'm placing 3 fingers in this chord. The first finger that we are using is this one, the second finger. The next we are using is third finger, and the next we are using is this fourth finger, the little finger. Now in order to put A major chord, put your second finger on the second fret of string number 4. Then place your third finger, this one, on the second fret of string number 3. And place your fourth finger on second fret of string number 2. So this forms A major chord. Now as we discussed during E minor chord, we have to make sure a few things. First of all, we have to make sure that our second finger, that is this one, it is not touching the string that is above this string, above this finger, like this. So if it is touching the string number 5, let me touch it with my nail over here. If I touch it, then it will the string number 5 will be muted and it will sound like this. And if my second string is not touching string number 5, as I've just moved it a little, so string number 5 will be very clean like this, right? Now the next thing is that we have to make sure that our finger number 4, that is this one, it does not touch a string string that is below it, that is string number 1. So say if our fourth finger is touching string number 1, it will sound muted like this. Now if I lift my hand in such a way that my fourth finger does not touch string number 1, then string number 1 will also sound clean like this. Right? It is clean. So these are the two things that we have to take care while playing A major chord. And now let's move on to a few exercises for A major chord. The first exercise that we will be doing is of left hand. And in this exercise, we will be doing shape practice the same way we did in E minor chord. So we have to place the chord and then we have to lift all the fingers up. Right? We lifted them. Now try to place all the 3 fingers on the same position like this. Remove the fingers, make your thumb rest at the top of the fretboard, and after that bring the fingers back at the same position. Keep doing it for around 5 to 10 minutes. Once you are done with this exercise for 5 to 10 minutes, you will observe that your fingers will relatively come much quickly than it was before. So being new to the guitar, try it slowly at the beginning, very very slowly, and once you get a hold of this exercise, then you can try to go a little faster. So this is how we have to do shape practicing for A major chord. Now we are done with left hand exercise. Now let's move on to the right hand exercise for this chord. Now for right hand exercise for this chord, we have to give 4 strums with our right hand continuously like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now after every 4 strums, we have to lift our A major chord and bring it back to the same position before we hit the next first count. And make sure that when you come back to first count, there should not be any gap between 4 and 1. So how we have to play it is like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So got it? You must have observed that when I was playing 4th count and lifting my left hand from A major chord, and then I brought it back to A major chord, there was no time gap between 4 count and the next first count. So it was very very consistent. So there is one thing that most beginners do it in a wrong way, and that I will just show, and try not to do it that way. So there, now see this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So did you observe that there was a gap between 4th count and the next count number 1? So it was basically because the left hand, that is A major chord, it was not coming back on time. So the shape exercise that I gave you before this one is the key to get it in the right way. This was the left and right hand exercise for A major chord. Now there is just one more last exercise that I will be giving you in this lesson. Now in this lesson, we will be doing a combination of both E minor and A major chords, and we will be seeing as to how to strum the guitar when we change from one chord to another chord. So as we have learned both E minor and A major chords, we will do this exercise on these two chords as of now. So let me start giving strokes for both the chords. I will be giving 4 strokes on each chord. So on E minor, I will start from E minor and will give first 4 strokes on that chord, and then I will move on to A major chord, and then I will give another 4 strokes, and we'll keep changing and giving strokes on each chord. And it will be like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So as you must have observed that each and every stroke that was coming from my right hand was at a consistent timing in respect to each other. So it did not go like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So did you see there was a gap after every 4 counts, and that gap was because my left hand was not able to change from one chord to the another chord. So this basically happens when left hand is not much confident in changing the chords. So that confidence for left hand comes only when we do shape practicing that I have been teaching for all the chords till now. Alright everybody, so I hope you must have understood all the exercises that we did today, and I'm really hoping that you will be consistent with all the exercises and all the practice that we are doing together. And in case you face any doubts or any questions, do not hesitate to ask me in my comment sections, and let's continue learning and advancing together. Have a great day and have a great week ahead. And yes, one more thing before we end this lesson for A major chord. Whenever you play A major chord, always make sure that you do not play string number 6. That is the topmost string while playing A major chord. And the reason behind that I will tell you in the next few lessons. Thank you.